This is announcing the arrival of the Chief of Staff, Government House, the Right Honorable Dr. Edison Ehie, Distinguished Service Star of Rivers State.
Rivers people, we are moving high. Our SIM network coverage is everywhere with the SIM. SIM is walking, SIM is moving, SIM in action, Rivers of Unity. SIM is walking, SIM in action, Rivers of Unity.
May I please invite Bishop Egbe to step forward. Bishop Egbe.
Our SIM network is everywhere. We the see we the walk. This network is very strong. Now 5G, we the cover everywhere. Our SIM network is everywhere. We the see we the walk. The network is very strong.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I have the distinct honor of announcing the arrival of a man loved by his people, a governor who is a lover of all, the servant leader working for the progress and development of Rivers State, His Excellency, Sir Siminalayi Fubara, Grand Service Star of Rivers State. His Excellency the Governor is accompanied by Chief Sam Jaja, Chief Adokye Amiesimaka, Senator Adawari Pepper, Chief Davis Ikayan, Theodore George Will, Chief David Briggs, Chancellor Sab Kumbapan, His Royal Highness, His Majesty King Danderson Douglas Jaja, Jackie the Fifth, Amanabo of Opobo Kingdom. He's also accompanied.
National anthem.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I now invite the member representing Ogoni-Andoni-Opobo Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives, Honorable Awaji Inombek Abiante, to present the welcome remarks.
Your Excellency, our brother, our father, our friend, Sir Siminalayi Fubara, Chief Njenyisi I of Obolo, Your Excellency, our mother, our sister, the Deputy Governor of Rivers State, the Right Honorable Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, the only Right Honorable Victor Oko Jumbo. Through you, I extend our warm welcome to all the members of the Rivers State House of Assembly, distinguished senators of the Federal Republic, amongst us, the one-time Senate President, Senator John Azuta Mbata. And we have amongst us one-time Chief Whip of the Nigerian Senate, even though those are usually very silent. But to us, as members of parliament, we reverence those positions because it is not easy to come by being a principal officer. Our river traditional rulers will welcome you, sir. Your Majesty, especially King Dandison, Douglas, Jaja, Jeki, the fifth, natural ruler, treaty king, and the Amanyanabo of Opobo Kingdom. You're welcome, sir. King Ateke Michael Tom, the Sekro of Niger Delta, the Amanyanabo of Okochiri Kingdom. You're welcome. Through you, I welcome all other majesties and traditional rulers here present. I purposely left behind my colleagues, the members of the National Assembly. I know you speak for very limited constituencies, but Providence has entrusted on you the challenge and the responsibility to represent the entire River State, whether the numbers are counted as 1, 5, 13, 16, it's immaterial to us. As long as we carry the burden of the state, we represent the entirety of the constituencies in River State. Boma Goodhead, you are welcome. Boniface Emerengwa, you are welcome. Alison Anderson Ogbix, you are welcome. My brother, the only Labour Party man, Manuchim Mezurike, you are welcome. I welcome every other person. The former Deputy Governor, Engineer Tele Ikuru, the former National Chairman, Prince Uche Secondus. I can see Dr. Sam Jaja and several others. Time will fail me if I attempt to recognize you individually. Please permit me to pause at this point and say, ladies and gentlemen, you're all welcome. I have a very simple task, and that task is just to tell you welcome to Ngo, the headquarters of Andoni local government area. Having said that, permit me to say a few things. Respect and reference to the project being commissioned today. Your Excellency, this is about the only project I know. There could be others that transited 3 contractors. 3 contractors from Rivigo to Rafal. It's MCC that is bringing us here to commission this project. 3 contractors. The project of less than 30 kilometers took 3 contractors. Something may and must have gone wrong. Your Excellency, some of the persons who were giving birth to at the time when this contract started are standing before you. Because it lasted for 20 years, 2004 to 2024, one single project. We can liken it to a man who wants to eat akidi. I know you understand what akidi is. If you are preparing to cook akidi, at least there should be roasted corn to stand in between the time when you start cooking and when you expect to eat. But in our own case, Your Excellency, there was nothing. Absolutely nothing. We have never been gathered like this to commission any project for the past 24 years. I do not speak to please anybody. I speak to please God and satisfy my conscience. For 24 years, no project, not even one, was commissioned in the entirety of Andoni local government area. If there is any, I stand to be challenged. Your Excellency, you can see our plight, that we have been famished. But behind you, Your Excellency, lies the wealth that propels the economy of this country. The entirety of the oil wells you find along the Atlantic Ocean is because we are people of Andoni local government area, and we are members of this state called Rivers. We are also part of the entity called Nigeria. That is how you get the money that fuels the economy of this country and gives us 13%. But for 24 years, this is the first time we're standing to commission a project. That should tell you, Your Excellency, that we are a very patient people just like you, sir. If in between we had roasted corn to quench the thirst and hunger for the akidi that would have come in 24 years, our case would have been different, Your Excellency. But now is the time, and the time has come. Your Excellency, this road could not have come at a better time than this. This is a time when Nigeria is talking about the blue economy. Where is the blue economy? The blue economy lies a few meters behind you, sir. The Atlantic Ocean, the rivers, the creeks, the rivulets. That is the blue economy. So this road project has opened us up to benefit from the blue economy. But it must come with its own infrastructure. So we want to appeal that we should not be forgotten in the infrastructures that will drive the blue economy. They will come. Even in the formulating of policies that will drive the blue economy, we should be at the driving seat. We have produced the best of sailors, even when there was no compass, Your Excellency. Men from here had sailed up to Gabon, had sailed up to Equatorial Guinea, and come back without compass. So it means that we control that environment, and we should be part of the benefit that will come therefrom. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to bore you, but I want to rely on one popular saying that a closed mouth, Your Excellency, is a closed destiny. It's a forgotten destiny. Therefore, Your Excellency, drawing from that strength, sir, I want to remind you that you're a promise keeper. You keep promises, even the ones that were never made by you. You keep to these promises. This road is one of the promises that you are keeping that was not made by you. Your Excellency, this road project is one of the promises that you have kept. That promise was not originally made by you, but you have kept that promise. We were at Tema yesterday to still keep promises that have been made. Not by you, but you have kept those promises. You have delivered. Your Excellency, I want to remember and recall that a promise had been made. A promise was made to us in Ngo. That promise has been the Ngo internal road. But looking at the faces of my brothers from the other communities here, sir, if we stick to that promise of Ngo internal road, which is going to be the only addition, primarily after 24 years, they might feel that we have taken so much, that we are doing them a lot of disservice. Therefore, I appeal, Your Excellency, that you graciously consider a minimum of 50 kilometers internal road to be spread through the entire Andoni, sir. A minimum of 50 kilometers internal road to be straight through Andoni. Asrama needs internal road. Unyada needs internal road. Ataba needs internal road. Ikruta needs internal road. Oronija, Ebukuma, Okolile, they all need internal road, sir. So we cannot be too selfish to say, let us have Ngo internal road. Your Excellency, it's an appeal, sir. Because they say a closed mouth, it's a closed destiny. The destiny is lost. That is why I have to say it, sir. I know you have every good intention, and you even surpass whatever it is that we are going to ask you. You are one of us. You are our brother. Even in the days that we had to be together, you are still our brother. And you will remain so. Nothing can ever change it, sir. There has been a bond between us, and that bond remains forever, sir. Take us as one of your own. And on our part, Your Excellency, there are several other things I would demand, but I will just raise it at this point, sir. Maybe when you will come again for the coronation proper, the celebration proper, or any other function that you will choose, even if it's not on a day that we want to do a function, and you tell us that you are coming, probably we would reel out our litany of demands, because a man who has been hungry for 24 years should have a long list of demands. But we will not bore you with that today, sir. On our part, Your Excellency, it is our solemn promise that the Andoni local government area, and by extension, the Obolo nation, whether in River State or outside of River State, will work with you. We will stand with you. If you are running, we will run with you. If you are sleeping, we will sleep with you. This is the bond that has kept us together. Several people may have been worried, may have been concerned. Why has it been Abiante? They may not know the secret. The secret is the bond that holds us together. And forever, that bond stands true. We commit to support you wherever you go. Whatever you do, that is what we will do as Andoni people. And by extension, as a bubble. Obliga, Igarika, Irequero. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the member representing Ogoni-Andoni-Opobo Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives. May we give him a round of applause, please? Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we may never be able to comprehend the joy of Andoni people at the completion of the project until we hear from a man who was there when the project was conceptualized. May I, with the permission of His Excellency, also invite to present brief remarks the former National Chairman, People's Democratic Party, Prince Uche Secondus.
Kelechukwu, he has done it for me. Even before I pray, Jehovah Nissi answer me. Kelechukwu, he has done it for me. But I had the goodest thing. He was walking behind the scene. Kelechukwu, he has done it for me.
Thank you, Your Excellency, our dear beloved Governor of Rivers State and the leader of Rivers State, Governor Fubara. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor, Professor Ngozi Odu, the Speaker, may I humbly stand on the existing protocol. Your Excellency, I believe that there will be no rain because we believe in God. So whoever that is trying to draw this rain, he has failed already. Your Excellency, this road was conceived by Dr. Peter Odili. And he laid the foundation, I think precisely after the conception by January. That's why quite a lot of people they thought it was 204. By January 205, 3rd, I drove in the same car with him, and we arrived at Benya in Khana local government. And he laid that foundation. The contractor then, Rivigo, they had worked at Ndoni axis and also at the Degema axis, crossing over to Abonima. And so they came with speed. And suddenly, after the Dr. Odili left office in 207, they slowed down. And of course, the former governor, Amechi, started it all over with Rivigo, and they took the Opobo axis very far. Your Excellency, I can tell you that it wasn't easy. After I discussed the matter with the governor then, I went over to the deputy governor, Sir Gabriel Toby. It was two of us. So history must be, we must tell the correct history of this road. Gabriel Toby and I sat with Dr. Odili and employed the Ministry of Works, the civil engineers. May David West was the external consultant, and they started to plot the road. And by the grace of God, there were key two persons, Paul Ruben and Ekemre Esuku, who led the consultant, and they pierced through the virgin forest, as you can see. and the design was done. By 2007, we had crossed the two bridges, one from the Ogoni side and one from the Andoni side, to Asrama. And I can recall that Amechi was invited by the Andoni people, and we held Thanksgiving service because it has never happened before. It took our people hundreds of years. Usually you have to paddle the canoe all the way from Ikotabasi. It was then known as Igwenga, or from Eka, or from Port Harcourt, that we could drive into Andoni land. It was a mere miracle. Even today, as we drove to Ngo, it's still a miracle, because I believe that those who were there before, our ancestors, our forefathers, couldn't believe. If they were to come back, they wouldn't know that the same Andoni where they come from. Your Excellency, I want to thank specifically Dr. Peter Odili, because it takes a man of integrity and goodwill who was ready to spread development across the river state, especially the riverine area. Your Excellency, I recall that Dr. Odili built the General Hospital Lungo. There was no General Hospital. It was health center. Whether he commissioned it or not, that hospital started functioning. And by the grace of God, we have it. It will be upgraded. It is left for your government. We pray that we should have leaders like Dr. Odili. And I can see the humility in our governor. He has the same humility and character of Dr. Odili. And I believe that, like our representative said, is full of energy. For those of us who are getting older, we have to make sure that we feel the contours. By the grace of God, Your Excellency, this road, by the original plan, will not stop at Ngo. It was supposed to get to Oyorokoto, the largest fishing port in Nigeria. Your Excellency, back to the east, from Ikuru town, we believe that this road should get to where we call Agbama. It will pass Queenstown and all the neighboring villages. A stretch of it is about 30 kilometers. And you can see that empties into the shoreline of Nigeria, one of the longest shoreline in Nigeria, in the Niger Delta, to open for tourism. Your Excellency, I recall too, our people used to go through very difficult time to go to the shore. But I recall that Governor Amechi, by the grace of God, created an access from the Ikurutan angle down to the ocean, where we used to gather every December for beach party. The beach is very virgin, Your Excellency, and is calling for development. Your Excellency, let me also inform you, sir, and I know you have the records. The oil well in Ikuru town, mined by Green Energy, today is producing 11,000 barrels of crude oil every day. The one by the side at the ocean, a little bit offshore, but the one in Ikurutan is onshore. From my house to that place is about less than 2 kilometers. Your Excellency, the one at Oyorokoto is producing 22,000 barrels of oil every day. You can see the plight of Niger Delta. And you can see that this place requires development, because 13%, I know, had come over the years. But I know that you, as chartered accountant, and you have occupied the office of Accountant General, you will do justice to the people of Rivers State. Your Excellency, I want to thank you and take home. The Bible says in Isaiah 41, verse 10, fear not. You are moving in the right direction. Fear not. You are our governor and our leader, and we will support you to the end. This is the first time from this axis, the Opobo-Andoni axis. We used to be in one local government. So we are proud that God has chosen you. And I know those who are before you were also chosen by others. I don't want to mention names. But by the grace of God, you are our governor. And coming from this side of the riverine, entire riverine, I'm not given to tribal talks, but you are a German. I believe that your brothers across, first of all, will give you support. Whether they are in River State or outside River State, they will give you support. And I believe that all our brothers in the upland area, they will give you support. So be rest assured that you have 100% support for our people. That's how this road started. It started by Dr. Odili, and we drove into Andoni Asrama, and I believe that before long, the Opobo people drove also to Opobo before the last governor came in on board, and we were driving also to Ikrutan, but there was no asphalt. And so I want to thank the MCC and the executives of the MCC for doing good job, and by the grace of God, it is maintenance now. Thank you and God bless you. Thank you and God bless.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the commissioning of the Andoni section of the Ogoni-Andoni-Opobo Nkoro Unity Road. Before this takes place, to present his speech, it is a privilege to respectfully invite an extraordinary leader whose philosophy of leadership is grounded in peace. The governor with a listening ear, a man of his word, whose leadership style is service to the people. His Excellency, the governor of River State, truly loved by the people of River State, Sir Siminalayi.
Jesus, yeah.
River State.
You have done it again, Jesus, yeah. In your special way, what seems impossible, you've made possible, Jesus, yeah. Everybody join us and sing, Jesus, yeah. Hey, you have done it again, hey, Jesus, yeah. In your special way, what seems impossible, you made possible, Jesus, yeah.
You may have your seat, please. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of our dear state, Professor Ngozi-Odo, Your Excellency, the former Deputy Governor of our dear state, Sir Dr. Ikru, distinguished senator that are here, Senator John Mbata, Senator A.M. Pepper, Senator Lee, Speaker of the River State
House of Assembly, members of the National Assembly, ably led by our dear brother, Honorable Abiante, Secretary to the State Government, the Chief of Staff to the Government House, members of the State Executive Council that are here, elder statesmen, Dr. Sam, Chief David Breeze, Chief Adoki Amesi Baka, and a good number of you. His Majesties, Highnesses, and our very, very respected chiefs. Let me specially recognize the chairman of the Andoni Council of Traditional Rulers, who has bestowed on me a very wonderful chieftaincy title this afternoon. Let me recognize my own. I have the problem of all those treaty, jakey, but the admirable of Opobo town, Opobo Kingdom, King Dandison, Georgia. Our own King Ateketom, that has stood by us from the beginning and is still standing with us now. Let me specially recognize all the first-class chiefs that are here. You have given us support from the beginning. You've not relented. I want to thank you. The permanent secretaries, head of industries, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Let me also recognize one of our own, His Excellency Sir Celestine Amir. Whether you clap or don't clap, the issue is I can't take away the thing from him now. Except you want to take me to court now, that is your business. But I have to say it. Other distinguished ladies and gentlemen that are here, invited by the wonderful people of Andoni to witness this very, very grand occasion. Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, the member representing Ogoni-Andoni-Opobo Federal Constituency has done a very great job by talking, and talking. I feel I don't even have anything to say anymore. The leader, political leader of the Andoni, and also a leader in our state, has also said a lot about this same road. I also feel a lot of things that I want to say has been taken away. But I just want to say this, that it doesn't matter who started it. What is important is today, the section of the Unity Road that connects the Andoni to the entire local governments, which when I said entire, the other two local governments, the Ogoni and the Opobo, has come to reality. That is the important thing. We have to thank first the initiator, Sir Dr. Peter Odili. We want to thank all the succeeding governments who also contributed before we finally made this day to be. It's important we set this record straight. The permanent secretary has mentioned the cost of the job and the review cost. The beauty of it is that we're not owing any dime on this particular project. We're happy that it's happening in our own time. Our motto remains the people first. And anything that has to do with the people, we must take it very serious. Let me, for want of time, I know that if it's this road, we're already done with the road. The politicking of the road has been done already. I don't want to politic on this road anymore. But I want to say that it is proper for me to make a promise to my people. For those of you who don't understand, the Andoni, the Obolos are my people. I want to promise you here and now that the section, first of all, that, hey, please, sorry, I forgot somebody. Right Honorable Austin Opara. Please, with due respect, sir. You know, when you're here now, you get confused in this protocol thing. I want to say here that we need to develop our own. And if we have to do it, we'll have to do it ourselves. So I promise my people that we are going to do more jobs, more connecting roads for the Andoni by the special grace of God. I remember when we came for campaign, we did promise our people that when you support us, we are going to give you the internal road. And by the special grace of God, the Andoni gave us the required support. And by the special grace of God, the election was won. And I am your governor with the able support of the Obolos. So let me use this opportunity to thank you first for that support. Thank you that even after the election, you have continued to support the government, not minding the situation that we find ourselves. A lot of people were thinking that this place will be empty. Some people had other plans, but to the glory of God, we are getting natural support. People that we didn't pay money to bring. They are here to say that we identify with this government, we appreciate what this government is doing. For that alone, I want to direct the permanent secretary to immediately liaise with the contractor to ensure, first, let me call it the first part of it, that the internal road in Ngo connecting to the Orokoto is immediately awarded. I am also aware that we have other issues in the other communities in the Andoni. Some of them are flooding issues, which is even the most critical issues. I know of a place called Roneja. They're having very serious erosion and flood issues. And other places, we are going to do something about it. It's my promise to my dear people today. I also want to say in this gathering, please support the government at the center. I'm happy when our leader was mentioning the activities of the oil well here. No interruption. I was impressed by it. It shows that we are contributing and we understand the meaning and the importance of peace. So let me enjoin you, continue to show this good faith in the governance of this country. The success of the center is the success of the subnational. And when the subnational succeeds, which is the state, the local government will succeed. And when the local government succeed, it means more projects, more life-changing activities in your domain. I also remember that another vital area that we need to touch in our governance was mentioned, the issue of hospitals. We are coming here and we'll make sure that we attend to that need. I was in Governor's Forum meeting on Wednesday, and we were given an update on they call it a chart on hospital, medical position of all the states. It was like zoned. You won't believe that in that chart, everything that has to do with enrollment, even the level of facilities that is on ground, in that assessment, Rivers State was classified as below benchmark. It's a pity. It's not something that just happened in a day. It's not something that just happened because within my time of government. No. It's a record, the statistics collected over a period. So it means when we tell you people that our target is education, healthcare, and agriculture, we didn't make any mistake. We know that we might have done other things, but that key areas have not been adequately attended to. And we promise our people this afternoon that by the special grace of God, in the next 6 months, there will be a total change in the health sector of Rivers State. I want to thank you once again. Continue to be peaceful in the face of unwarranted provocation. What is important is we have a direction, and we'll continue to look at that direction. We will not allow anybody to distract us. We have to be focused in this particular situation so that when we get even a more comfortable state, the sky will now become our beginning. Let me thank every one of you this afternoon for your support, for your solidarity, for your patience. I use the word patience because one of our elders will say that the reason why people are murmuring, having small meeting in the town square is because they expect to eat directly or indirectly one part of maybe the animal that is being slaughtered for the meeting. So a lot of you have not gotten anything, but don't worry, we will get. The important thing now is for us to make impact in this system. Like I said the other day, we just started. We started about 3 or 4 months ago. But I'm very happy that if we have to assess ourselves within that 3 months, we have done better than other people who stayed for 8 years. I stand to be challenged. Let me, on this note, invite our leaders to join me as we commission this project to the glory of God and the benefit of humanity. Thank you, and may God bless you all.
Make I day my day. I'm a bit Nobody worry Fubara. Nobody worry Fubara. Day your day. I'm a bit your day. Make my day. Every day your day. Nobody worry for tomorrow. Nobody worry for tomorrow. Your day, my day. Every day. Nobody worry for tomorrow.
This road will impact the lives of the average Obolo man, Andoni man. The reason is that this road will link us to the outside world, to link us to market. For instance, Orokoto is the largest fishing settlement in West Africa, and the fish that is caught there is some of the fish get spoiled. Some of the market women will have to sell it, resell it, and continue to resell it. But now with the road, we can link up with other communities. We can link up with market for the fishes and for the seafoods that we produce from here. It will also make movement easy. If you knew this road before now, you will know that it was always very difficult. And the people will only communicate by canoes, and you know that canoes are small and they will only convey very little things. But now we can convey our goods in trucks, in trailers. So we are very, very grateful. You cannot measure enough the impact of this road on the lives of the Andoni people. A lot of economic activities will come up, a lot of lives will be improved, and there will be a lot of commerce here.
Finally, this is one project amongst the many that the governor of Rivers State is commissioning as part of his 1 year in office. How would you describe the governor's 1 year in office achievement briefly?
Marvelous, marvelous, simply marvelous, simply fantastic, simply excellent. I've never seen a governor that within 1 year is already commissioning projects that he has initiated, the ones that he has completed, the ones that he has paid fully for. Like the one we commissioned yesterday. The former governor, we were told, only paid 20-something%. And it took this governor to finish the payment and get the project to conclusion. So I scored this governor very high, and I feel that it is the work of God. God looked at Rivers State. God saw the cries of Rivers people and brought us a governor who has come to redeem us, who has come to develop our place. I give you another example. Nobody will talk about riverine communities in terms of road infrastructure, in terms of development, in terms of schools, in terms of health facilities. But God has given us a governor that is now having the whole state as his constituency, and now considering projects in the riverine communities. I give God all the glory, and I want to say thank you, His Excellency Siminalayi Fubara, for being yourself, for being a God-given governor to the people of Rivers State. We are going to continue to support you, come rain, come shine. We will never stop supporting you, because you are doing us proud, you are doing us well. As an Ijaw nation, we are very proud of you as our son. And I stand here without mincing words to say, we will support you. But God will make you succeed very mightily.
This road will stand on today. The Andoni must not desire it. Over the years, it takes us a lot of stress to come to our land. But within 100 days in office, our governor has demonstrated love to the people of Andoni and Rivers at large. We want to stand with him we will remain with him. The Andoni will do all necessary to make sure that our governor continues in 8 years in office.